Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate each and every one of you for the beginning of Ramadan, the month of righteousness, the month in which every Muslim supposed to read and finish the holy book, Quran, concentrate and think. The month in which the book of Revelation was revealed, a testimony to all the books that was revealed before, the Quran. A month of forgiveness, a month of practice and exercise, to be born again as clean, as pure as we were originally born. If we follow the guidance and instruction as given, this prescription will cure our diseases, physical and mental, brings peace within us, which obviously needs to be there to reflect a peaceful out and a peaceful world, inshallah, God's willing. We are at the very end of Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7, and inshallah we'll be finishing this chapter today. For those who have been following, please open the book, go to chapter 7, Surah Al-A'raf, verse 193. وَإِن تَدْعُوهُمْ إِلَى الْهُدَى لَا يَتَّبِعُكُمْ. O Prophet, when you call upon the people to follow the guidance, they will reject, they do not follow you. سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْكُمْ أَدَعَوْتُمُوهُمْ أَمْ أَنْتُمْ صَامِتُونَ. It does not matter to you if they listen or if you keep quiet. In other words, saying that your word doesn't affect them, doesn't impress. They are deaf, they are blind. All prophets came to tell us how to use our wisdom, how to use our ears, and how to use our vision, how to see. Unfortunately, the disbelievers do not. إن الذين تدعون من دون الله عباد أمثالكم. إن الذين تدعون من دون الله عباد أمثالكم فادعوهم فليستجيبوا لكم إن كنتم صادقين. Those who call upon other things but Allah, those who call upon other things beside Allah, they are all servant like you. In other words, they are worshipping those who are servants themselves. Then tell them to call upon those who they worship. Ask them to accept their prayer. Ask them to accept what they need, to respond to them if they are verily right. In other words, it's saying that the people who have chosen things beside Allah to worship, being idols, being people, being position, being their own wishes and needs and greeds, none will replace Allah. All these things are creatures of Allah. They have been created. They are all servants. If we worship moon, sun, stars, or whatever, they are all worshipping their creator. They are all following their own creative paths for which they were created for. They have their beginning and their ends. They are perishable as well. They are not worth worshipping. أَلَهُمْ أَرْجُلٌ يَمْشُونَ بَهَا. Do they have legs that they walk with? أَمْ لَهُمْ أَيْدٍ يَبْتِشُونَ بَهَا. Do they have arms or hands with which they grab? أَمْ لَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ يُبْصِرُونَ بَهَا. Or do they have eyes with which they see? What is it telling us? In a negative fashion, it reminds us to think, are they not the same people if you're really worshipping other human beings? Prophets came to tell us to worship Almighty Lord, but many began to worship Prophet himself. Allah, Quran is saying that they're just like you, or you are like them. Don't they have legs they walk with in a positive meaning? Don't they have eyes with which they see, or ears with which they hear? You have the same. أَمْ لَهُمْ آذَانٌ يَسْمَعُونَ بَهَا قُلْ ادْعُوا شُرَكَاءَكُمْ ثُمَّ كِيدُونَ فَلَا تُنظَرُونَ. Tell them, call upon all your partners, whoever you attribute as a partner, whoever you think is going to help you, call upon them to help you, to be your assistant and to help you in this world, but Allah. We leave you alone, do your best. You create your own design and plan and blueprint, and Allah has His. See who is successful. Who are we? With whom are you going to fight? Whose power is so interesting? We call ourselves power, superpower. Such a childish mind. Which power are you comparing with? If we compare ourselves with the people of third world, if we compare ourselves with people who are deprived from the humanity, from their natural resources, people who have been robbed, people who have been killed and massacred, people who have led homeless for the benefit of a bunch of other people and claim to be power, is that the power or the power of creation? The power of Almighty that can destroy this whole world in minutes and seconds. A little earthquake, a strong wind, a hard rain can wash you out. Can you live without oxygen? Only one element of this whole creation for 3 minutes? Can you deprive yourself from drinking for a whole day? Can you remain alive not eating for a few days? So needy, so dependent. What power? What super? قُلْ ادْعُوا شُرَكَاءَكُمْ. Call upon all your associates. Get as much power as you have and destroy as many as you want. We will all be perished one day. No one is going to remain but Him. كل من عليها فان. Everybody will be gone. إلا وجهه ذو الجلال والإكرام. The Almighty, the glory, the source of all dignities, the source of all powers, the most compassionate, the most merciful, has much a bigger design and much a bigger plan. It says in a beautiful verse, ثم كيدون فلا تنظرون. Give me no respite. Try to get ahead of me. What a challenge. إن ولي الله الذي نزل الكتاب وهو يتولى الصالحين. Say, O Prophet, my supporter is Allah, the one who revealed the book, not only Quran, all other books which is in the Quran, the Torah, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the book of Zoroastrians, the sayings of Buddha, every prophet that you may think of. Those are the good words are all coming from good Lord in the mouth of good people. هو يتولى الصالحين. Allah supports the good doer. God will support the good doer. We think and we look, the evil in our life looks as if they are victorious. No way. This is our false imagination. This is a mirage. The real truth and real life is somewhere else. Just look around and think on every day's incident, and then concentrate and comprehend. وَالَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِهِ, people who call upon those below God, لَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ نَصْرَكُمْ, they cannot help you. If God wants to help someone, who is going to have power over his power? His power, عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ, is above and beyond everything. His power is power of creation. His power is power of holding this world in peace and harmony. If the whole power of the planet, not certain geography of the earth, is given to human and human being, comparing this little planet with the number of galaxies and number of germs and weights in this whole universe, what are we? Who are we? Why can't we put our senses together? This ignorance and arrogance is what is the root of all the fights. This ignorance and arrogance is the root of mass killing, mass murder, injustice, man's inhumanity to man, making countless thousands mourn for nothing. As I said last time, for benefit of a handkerchief, putting the whole world in fire, putting the whole market in fire, just to get what I want. What do you want? If you consider others as human beings as well, if you consider them as creatures of God, you're caring for a little cat, a little dog, or other human beings just because they are born in other part of the geography of this earth. They are not worth to be cared and respected as human beings. What a selfishness. Then you see the consequences. And then we all be in trouble. We all lose. Peace of mind, tranquility, security, it comes only when justice is for all. And that's only through the rule of not what you believe, what you really in action. You do means you put your belief in action. Many of us claim to be believers, but when it comes to act, the selfishness, the ignorance and arrogance, unfortunately, the shaitan, will overcome. I hope not. وَأَن تَدْعُوهُمْ إِلَى الْهُدَى لَا يَسْمَعُوا. When you call upon them to listen, they don't listen. When you call them to guidance, to say, come, we have the same God, we live the same life, and we have the same end, they are deaf, they don't hear. وَتَرَاهُمْ يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَيْكَ وَهُمْ لَا يَبْصِرُونَ. You see, they are looking at you, but they don't see. Is this revealed to Arabs of 1400 years ago? Is this something written by somebody who couldn't write his own name? Are these beautiful verses in the Quran is something that was revealed to those Jahiliyyah ignorant Arabs? Or is this the book through which those ignorance, those tribes that were not known to anybody, they become master of the world? They brought knowledge, they brought science, they brought everything to humanity. And now, unfortunately, in a retrograde fashion, they are so humiliated. They are so back-minded because they neglected, because they went astray, and we did. وَأَن تَدْعُوهُمْ إِلَى الْهُدَى لَا يَسْمَعُوا وَتَرَاهُمْ يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَيْكَ وَهُمْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ. You see, they are looking at you, but they do not see. خُذِ الْعَفْوَ. So beautiful. Now what do you do with them, O Prophet? The very same people who act so ignorant, are you supposed to put them in jail? Are you supposed to punish them? Are you supposed to kill them? No. خُذِ الْعَفْوَ. Forgive them. وَأْمُرْ بِالْعُرْفِ. Say in a way that they understand. وَأْمُرْ بِالْعُرْفِ. Say in a way that they understand. Prophets were not philosophers. They were using the simplest language so that the simplest people could realize. وَأَعْرِضْ عَنِ الْجَاهِلِينَ. Get away from those ignorants. وَأَمَّا يَنزَغَنَّكَ شَيْطَانٌ نَزْعٌ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّهُ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. And if an evil whisper comes upon you, or comes to you from shaitan, seek refuge in Allah, who is the most knowledgeable, the most hearer. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ تَذَكَّرُوا فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. The people, the righteous people, the good doers, those who are always conscious of their deed and feel responsible in eyes of Allah. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ. If a thought or a shaitanic thought, a wrong idea, a bad idea, a destroying idea goes through their mind, تَذَكَّرُوا. They got, or they will get, a heed. They blame themselves, and they will see, means they understand. They cannot overcome by those shaitanic whisperers. وَإِخْوَانُهُمْ يَمُدُّونَهُمْ فِي الْغَيِّ ثُمَّ لَا يُخْسَرُونَ. And in the area of sorrow and sadness, their brothers will help them, and they will never feel short. They will not feel homeless and hopeless because they see other people are there to help them. Because they have done so good with their neighbors, the neighbor cares for them. Because they have so respected others, they will be respected as well. وَإِذَا لَمْ تَأْتِهِمْ بِآيَةٍ قَالُوا لَوْلَا اجْتَبَيْتَهَا. There have been periods that Prophet, peace be upon him, did not say anything for days. there was no revelation coming to him, so he had kept quiet. So when you don't say an ayah or verse to them, they will return to you and say, so what happened? As if that was a reason for them to deny the Prophet. قُلْ إِنَّمَا اتَّبَعُ مَا يُوحَى إِلَيَّ مِنْ رَبِّي. Tell these people, I only tell you whatever is being revealed to me from my Lord. I'm not telling you my own words. These are not words of Muhammad. That orphaned, uneducated child of Saudi of 1400 years ago in the deserts of Hijaz, how could he say these verses without any schooling? The illiterate, simple man, which we have to ponder and ponder now after 1400 years with all this knowledge and scientific developments that we have, we can understand and perhaps comprehend partly the meaning of these verses. Is this the word of Muhammad, or are these the word of revelation? قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَتَّبِعُ مَا يُوحَى إِلَيَّ مِنْ رَبِّي. Say, verily, I only follow whatever is being revealed to me by my Lord. هَذَا بَصَائِرٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةٌ لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ. These are the things, meaning Quran, is something that is coming from your Lord and is a rahmah, a blessing for the people who believe. He doesn't give the credit to himself. No prophet has given credit to themselves, even though revelation was given to them, but they never claimed anything on their own behalf, on their own or on their behalf. They said, we are only here to serve you. Actually, they were only creatures and human beings on earth and in creation, that they have to be totally obedient of God. That's how they become prophet. We can obey or disobey. We can follow them or do not follow them. But they were to follow. Everything for them was must, but for us was perhaps. وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وانصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. This is a general, beautiful statement and command to us. Whenever is Quran being recited, keep quiet and listen. Perhaps you will get the blessing. Not only the meaning, the harmony, the music of Quran for those people who have even no knowledge about Arabic word or Arabic vowel or letters. You see at the beginning and opening of this program, you notice Quran is being recited in Arabic language in such a beautiful harmony. Even those who know nothing about Arabic, they will find the pleasure of listening to this harmony and beauty. Obviously, if you know the meaning, you will have a different feeling. وَإِذْ قُرِئَ الْقُرْآنُ فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَإِذَا قُرِئَ الْقُرْآنُ فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ. Whenever Quran is recited, listen to it. وَانْصِتُوا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Verily, you will get the blessing. وَاذْكُرْ رَبَّكَ فِي نَفْسَكَ تَضَرُّعًا وَخِفْيَةً. Remember your Lord within you, inside you. Within yourself, look at yourself. And call upon your God in a humble way, in a quiet way. وَدُونَ الْجَهْرِ مِنَ الْغَوْلِ بِالْغُدُوِّ وَالْآصَالِ. In a very quiet way, at the dawn or sunrise, or at the sunset. وَلَا تَكُنْ مِنَ الْغَافِلِينَ. Do not be neglectful. How beautiful. Means do not neglect yourself. It doesn't matter if you remember God or not. God does not need our remembrance. We need His remembrance. In each and every one there is a God in embryo that has only one desire. It would like to grow. Such a beautiful statement. I heard this from Deepak Chopra. that very nidus, that very embryo which is in each and every one, not only human being, I believe in each and every little creature, in every atom of this existence, there is an embryo of God. I want to extend or expand on the statement of Chopra that this is not only in human being, but in every little being in this world. There is God in embryo that has only one desire. It wants to grow. Concentrate on yourself. Think of yourself. Call upon God in a quiet, humble way, with humility, which comes from knowledge. That true humility that comes from knowledge glorifies you when you see God within you. وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. He is with you wherever you are. God himself says, نَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. I said to you last time, I'm closer to you than your jugular vein. That means he is in your vein, he is in your blood, he is in your heart, in your mind, in every cell of your body. Call him. Glorify yourself. Don't be neglectful. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ. Those people who are in front of the Lord, or your Lord, لا يستكبرون عن عبادته. They are never too proud. They are never too proud to worship such God. وَيُسَبِّحُونَهُ. They will glorify the Lord. وَلَهُ يَسْجُدُونَ. And to whom they prostrate. So beautiful. So beautiful. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ عِنْدَ رَبَّكَ لَا يَسْتَكْبَرُونَ عَنْ عِبَادَتِهِ. They are not arrogant. They are not ignorant. They are humble. They bow to the Lord. They bow to the Lord. They glorify him. And they prostrate to him. Is this not what we are supposed to do every moment of our life? In our business, in our prayer, in our church, in our store, in our offices, out and in. See God, glorify him, and don't be neglectful.